Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. We're gonna get to the story, but it is bright out here. The sun keeps going between the clouds, so might as well look cool while we do this. All right, we're gonna talk about the auto industry. The auto industry is screwed. it's true. And the fact of the matter is, and let's talk about electric vehicles today. We're gonna talk about Tesla, we're gonna talk about Elon Musk, and we're gonna talk about facts. You know, when everyone's like, Tesla stock's awesome because sales are blowing up. Like, well, you do realize that the sales are blowing up because they had to lower their price. But they're still blowing up. But you understand that there's still a bunch of dumb people out there that are literally going out and buying things that they can't afford on credit. But they sold a lot of cars. You need to put that coffee down. I'm having an argument with myself. Point being is this: Tesla has had to drop its prices multiple times. Why? Because people don't have the money to buy that car. On top of that, they had to drop the prices multiple times because they couldn't afford the payments. Now it's gotten even better, and I'm not kidding. And this is the proof that the auto industry is collapsing. Now, you guys know that I'm out buying cars, and I'm gonna actually start teaching people how to buy cars because I love negotiations. That's why you make your money the second you buy your car, right? Because you've locked in the cost basis of that vehicle if you go to flip it. Just like with my trailer side hustle when I was literally making 6 figures a year. It was awesome. With my best friend, traveling around the state, having a blast, you know, taking our kids on trips and stuff to go buy these trailers. It was the negotiation process that makes you the money. And it's very, very important. But what Tesla's doing, this proves that they're in a lot of trouble. Check this out. Tesla offers 84-month auto loans after Elon Musk warns it has to do something, quote unquote, about rising interest rates. So all these big billionaire people are coming out telling the Fed, you got to stop raising rates. And ironically, none of them, you don't see Elon Musk coming out and going, hey, I think the BRICS nations are a threat, an existential threat. I see all this stuff like the US dollar is losing its dominance. Actually, he has said that. He goes, and I see that that's why the Fed actually has to raise rates. It's actually more than raising rates to deal with inflation. It's having to raise rates to be in competition with other currencies around the world. You don't see any of these billionaires talking about that. The ninja is, but it's because it's common sense. And sometimes common sense ain't so common. Well, check this out. Now Tesla has to extend the terms. Now, this puts Tesla, if they're underwriting these, which I'm pretty sure they're not, but sometimes they do, if they are underwriting these loans, they are extending out those terms, which means the banks know that they are literally giving them giving someone a depreciating asset. They're loaning them money on it, and more than likely, if they have to take those back because all the people driving their Teslas going, I'm saving money. You know, electricity actually costs something, but I'm saving money. Like, go to California and see how much you're saving electricity. It's not that much of a savings. I'm not joking. Like, I think people just swear, I just plug it in and electric magical juice just hits my car and I can drive it and I don't have to pay it. What is this bill? And they don't realize how much it costs, you know? And it sort of blows me away. But the Tesla knows that if they extend these terms out, they're gonna have to actually take back a car from someone that can't pay it because they lost their job, because I don't know if I've been paying attention. People are losing their jobs. And they're going to have this like brick. It's like, this is a paperweight. We're going to take massive losses. But it proves they can't sell the cars. Nobody's got the money. All right. Tesla Inc. has started offering consumers 84-month auto loans after Elon Musk said the car maker would have to do something about rising interest rates. The company now includes 7-year loans as an option on its US order pages after previously offering loans as long as 72 months. While extending loan terms can lower car buyers' monthly payments, consumers tend to pay more in interest and face greater risk of owing more than their vehicle is worth. Tesla's chief executive officer has been a frequent critic of the Federal Reserve. Musk tweeted in November that the central bank's rate increases were massively amplifying the probability of a severe recession. His predictions of impending deflation haven't panned out. What? Oh, the author believes Joe Biden's new version of recession. Who's that author? Let's just, wait, hold on. Craig Trudell. You're being lied to, Craig. Put down in the comment section, type 1 if you think we're in a recession, type 2 if you think Joe Biden really, really nailed it. Like, oh God, I can't even say that out loud. While 84-month auto loans have been gaining in popularity, the trend slowed earlier this year, according to credit reporting company Experian. Roughly 34% of new vehicles loans in the first quarter were longer than 6 years, down about 38% a year ago. Wait a minute, hold on here. Hold the horses. Let me read this again. While 84-month loans have been gaining in popularity, the trend slowed early this year, according to credit reporting company. Now, I'm going to explain this. This is interesting. According to Experian, roughly 34% of new vehicles loaned in the first quarter were longer than 6 years, which was down 38% a year ago. This is an interesting statistic because I have a feeling, and let me know down in the comments if you agree with me, this is like that stupid statistic that people go to college for to learn statistics, that you are 80% more likely to get in an accident within a 25-mile radius, or sorry, a 5-mile radius of your home. Yeah, idiot. How often am I outside of that radius? A lot less. Like, it's like 50% of the time, it works every time. Like, these are not, so think about this. If less people are buying cars, which we know that is a fact, all right? Manheim's coming out with numbers showing that values are dropping. Banks are coming out with numbers showing that there are less people out there buying cars, and the ones that they're buying are cheaper, right? So that they would be able to get into a loan that's more doable. Like, you've seen all these people with the $1,000 a month payments. Wouldn't it make sense that because less people are buying cars, because they have less money, because there's less employment out there, there's literally, I say that word literally all the time, literally, I can't stop. It's a drinking game. Less people employed right now than there were 6 months ago, even 9 or 10 months ago. So since there are less people employed today than there were then, there's higher inflation today than there was back then, which means people have less money. Then what they're going to do is they're going to be buying less cars, which means there's going to be less longer-term loans out there. It's one of those things that to me is quite simple to see, and I'm sure to you as well. Let me know in the comment section if that kind of logic makes sense. Where I don't like to subscribe to the logic of El Presidente Joe Borgen, I subscribe to the logic that makes me money, keeps me prepared and not scared and ready to pounce and crush it. I love the fact that the auto industry is collapsing. I'm sure all of you do. And I just bought a car for literally 25% under, or 25,000 under, what dealers are trying to sell them for, and they're not able to sell them. And that's the only reason. I actually bought it from a dealer because this dealer said, if I don't sell this, nothing else is moving. I can't pay my bills. And so there we go. There's other car deals coming, and they're going to get amazing near December, especially if you want to buy a new car, because they are going to have to move their flooring to make room for the new stuff, but also to keep their numbers somewhat up or stable so that they can at least have an allocation similar to the one they had last year, the previous year, for the next year. And that's one thing that most people buying cars do not realize, that these auto dealers have to move a certain amount of units to be able to keep their allocation and their favored status, or whatever their status is, with the dealer, with the actual manufacturer. Okay, guys, I hope you got something out of this. Let me know down in the comment section what you're seeing with cars, and do me a favor, hashtag your dream car, what you're planning on buying. I love reading the different types of cars because I could see the passion in your words when you get super pumped about the options and what you want. Guys, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.